Well, Dragon Folk, we officially got some more news in regards to the 5th anniversary of Flesh and Blood, and let me tell you, this is not something I quite expected for the 5th anniversary. Let's go ahead and talk about the not-so-new hero that is now getting an adult version of themselves, Ira, Scarlet Revenger. Welcome on in, Dragon Folk. It's such a pleasure to have you all here today. I am here talking about none other than the 5th anniversary of Flesh and Blood. Now, something that has been a talking point amongst a lot of people in the community is this 5th anniversary going to be something that everybody is going to partake in? A lot of the stuff that they're really showing for the events that are happening in Osaka for the World Championship and the 5th anniversary are really putting a lot of people in a big FOMO situation. I know there are a lot of people who, when they, started the game back in 2019, 2020, they felt that they were going to be taken care of and their connection with LSS and Flesh and Blood was going to be stable and available wherever they were, no matter what. And in this situation, there are a lot of talking points around the 5th anniversary packs and so on and so forth. But what I wanted to talk about here today is just the hero that got revealed to be soon to be a adult hero. We knew her as Ira Crimson Haze, but now we know her as Ira Scarlet Revenger. So I won't play the video. If you want to go ahead and check this out, I'll leave this article in the description below here so you guys can go see that. But with this here, Ira has gotten an adult hero version of herself. And this is really, really cool because a lot of people were expecting this in part the misfail. And when it didn't happen, they were just kind of assuming, right, Ira is, the lore was that Ira had passed away, or her story happened like 2,000 some years before the events that we have now, and so we'll probably never see her in her adult form. Something that helps kind of guide this now is the fact that we do see her as an adult, as a celebration for the 5th anniversary of Flesh and Blood. Ira has been a deck that a lot of people have started their game out playing. This is the hero that you do a lot of the learn to play stuff with. Every LGS has a small 30-card learn to play deck of Ira that you can go ahead and give to players for free to have them teach each other or you teach them how to play the game. They are widely available, and this is how people kind of get their start into Flesh and Blood. So Ira has a special place in a lot of people's hearts. Not mine specifically because I did not start with an Ira deck, but it is really cool to see that she is now getting an adult version of herself in the Classic, Constructed, and Living Legend formats, because Ira has torn up young hero formats ever since her existence, right? You have Commoner, in which she is a huge contender for a name there. Clash, a format that is unofficial, but Ira still runs rounds around other heroes in it. But she did LL in Blitz, and with that being the case, she was very consistent in her damage. It was always that, 1-2-5 or the, 1-8 kind of deal. And that was the game plan for Ira overall. Very consistent, very powerful. Her ability always gets its effect going every second attack. So nothing about this hero has changed in this adult version. I guess that's something I probably should have prefaced. Ira has not changed at all from young to adult. Her ability still says your second attack each turn gets +1. So the cool thing about this in this 5th anniversary pack, we still don't know what's inside the pack, but we do know that this version of Ira, this Japanese alternate art anime art version of Ira, is in these 5th anniversary packs. Very cool to see, very enjoyable. because I think this is probably one of the coolest arts that I've seen for Flesh and Blood. Obviously, there's tons of really cool art, but this one up here really takes the cake. Just the general black, white, and red aesthetic of, you know, the normal Japanese art colors, I think is just really, really well done. The shading looks really good. Aira, you know, in the middle of battle is very, very beautiful. Can't wait to see that. If you are going to Osaka, you do have an opportunity to get this card in its anime art, its English version, which is above me, and then also a playmat of this anime art too. So very cool. If I can get my hands on an anime art playmat for Aira, I think I'd be a very, very happy camper. But the good news is that this Aira is not going to be like Blaze. When we see Blaze, Firemind, right? Blaze, you had to go to a specific event and around the world, and you had to participate in the events there at these gaming conventions in order for you to get a Blaze Firemind, right? In order to get one of these bad boys here, you had to, in fact, get to an event, whether it be, Gen Con or whatever it might be. You had to be there in order to get it. But with this one, you don't have to go to Osaka to be able to get a copy of Aira, the Scarlet Avenger. Instead, from November 1st to the 3rd, there are going to be special 5th anniversary celebration events that will take place at LGS's worldwide. And just for participating in those events, you will get this rainbow foil copy of Aira Scarlet Avenger. She becomes a legal hero in Classic Constructed on the 2nd of November. So that is going to be interesting to see. I'm really curious to see what 40 health Aira can bring to the table, because again, she's very consistent in her ability. Essentially, you just run Kodachis. If you Kodachi for 1, Kodachi for 2, come in for a couple other attacks, it gives you a lot of flexibility to go ahead and play things in a different style that work out better for you. Not to mention that you have access to a longer pool of cards that were banned in Blitz, but not banned in Classic Constructed. Classic Constructed did get rid of Bonds of Ancestry and Art of War, though, so you don't have to worry about a more aggressive style Aira, but that almost is not what she wants. An aggressive style Aira doesn't normally end up doing what she's supposed to do. She's just very consistent. Again, those Kodachis are going to be a big, big deal for her, so it's going to be interesting to see. I'm very, very curious to see what happens in regards to playing her in the adult form. But it's good to know that these are going to be able to be available to everybody around the world. But the Japanese anime art versions are going to be very special. So that is the case. Then, of course, if you are going to be in Osaka on the 3rd of November, then there will be a 5th anniversary showcase tournament. This allows you to also get a souvenir package. It's like one per person. You can get a souvenir package, which gets you a 5th anniversary pack, limited edition anime art heroes of Dorinthia, New, and Viserai, and then an exclusive playmat sleeves and deck box. So this is only currently available in Osaka. I'm not sure if there is going to be a bundle like this available for people around the world to purchase. I certainly hope there is, but I think this is going to be a great thing. If we get more stuff around the world to purchase as a celebration for being a part of the Flesh and Blood community for 5 years, it's going to be really great on the community's eyes. You know, there's going to just be more and more like love for LSS. It's good to see that we're getting stuff like this. And so again, I was very interested to see. I was like, well, it's crazy to me that they're bringing back Aira, but they're not bringing her back inside a set. You know, we expected her to see some play or to be revealed for Mistveil, and that is not actually happening. It turns out that this is going to be part of the 5th anniversary to celebrate Aira, the very first hero, essentially, of Flesh and Blood. So if you guys enjoyed this content, please make sure to hit the like button down below. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel as well. We're going to keep on talking more and more about the 5th anniversary stuff as it comes out. And the good news is that people have been building Aira in several formats for a long time. So when she moves into Classic Constructed, you're probably due to see some pretty awesome builds for her. And it might even be the hero that people transition to from learning on Ira to now playing Ira in the classic constructed world. And I feel like that's going to be really, really wonderful for new players to get them familiar with a hero they already know, and a hero that their hero text is very, very basic, right? You don't have to jump through any hoops to get this done. You just need to attack for a second time each turn. So this is going to be important in the future. We'll see how Ira Scarlet Revenger actually runs in the classic constructed formats. But until then, I wanted to thank you guys all for watching this video today. I'm always happy to be talking more and more about the fun things that we're seeing around the world. New heroes are popping out left, right, and center. We still don't know who's going to be that new 5th hero for our armory decks that come out. So it's going to be very interesting to see as time goes on and we get closer and closer to this wonderful 5th anniversary, that we get to kind of see how the game continues to grow. So I hope everybody's been enjoying their time watching the Rosetta World premiere, and I hope that you all are looking forward to more content from myself, where I'm going to be covering more commoner budget and Clash stuff for the channel as we continue to explore more budget options and just enjoy the game for what it is. A great TCG with a great community and absolutely fantastic gameplay. So I hope you continue having fun in the flesh and blood, and I will see you all in our next video.